Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for March 29th, 30th, and 31st, also April 1st. Now that is Monday through Thursday. When I am reading for Monday through Thursday, I use my two Radley Valentine decks. I use my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main message. I will pull one from my Angel Tarot cards. I'll also pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay? Okay. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to my higher power. My job just deliver the message. It's usually best when I don't understand it. Anyway, I do feel that this is going to be an interesting week. We do have that full moon on the 28th. It's the evening of the 28th, if I remember. It is in Libra. I am getting the message to keep our eyes and our ears open, be alert. Also, too, usually that means keep our mouth shut. So it's kind of like more listening than it is talking. But I'm kind of feeling that that's more of a general overview. Keep our eyes open, our ears open. I'm adding the mouth thing. I'm just telling you that that's generally, usually when I'm getting the thing about keeping your eyes and ears open, it generally means not to necessarily open with the, have our mouth. Anyway, so I thought I might, for this, just for this introduction, we will pull 3 cards from my Rider Tarot deck. This is the traditional tarot deck. So this has kind of those scary cards in it. This has, so if we do get something like the Death card or the Tower, please do not worry about it. It generally means that there's going to be sudden changes. So it doesn't mean that someone's going to die. It just means a sudden change. So the Death card, a sudden change that brings a new, almost a new birth. The Tower, things have to fall apart before they can be put back together again. So I just felt like I needed to do a couple of cards. So we're going to take 3. 1, 2, and 3. Remember, 3 cards, when they are reversed, has a little stronger energy. I can't tell you what they are here. So let's see what we have. And I would say that this is more for the general world energy as opposed to your specific sign. Remember, your specific sign, no matter what's going on in the world, we still need to live our lives day by day. Okay, first card here. Okay, now we have a 5. Change. The Hierophant is very much governmental energy. So you may find, so there may be some, the thing about this, the Hierophant, there could be some changes in government structure, or there could be some changes in how the government structures. Does that make sense? Let's see what our next one. But there is some change coming. The Hierophant is very rule regulated, very much one that wants to lay down what they think is the right way. So again, there's a lot of governmental energy here. But it could be that there is changes in what they're thinking, or they want to create change. Anyway, let's see our next card here. Okay, that was reversed. This is a 9. 9 has kind of a completion. This is the 9 of Pentacles. Pentacles is about money. This is about having money to maintain our lifestyles, meaning that there might be, maybe there's some changes in whatever the government is handing out. But this actually is one of those cards that is very much with blessings, with money, with home life. This actually brings about a completion and a just a general well-being in that tangible energy. Remember, the tangibles, that's earth energy, and that's our Taurus, our Virgo, and our Capricorn. So this is very much very satisfying, very just feeling good about our own home life. So whatever this change is, it could create a better sense of well-being in our home life. Let's see what this last card is. Okay. We have the 2, and this is of Cups. Cups is water energy. Water energy, is our Pisces. It's our Cancer. It's also our Scorpio. there's actually a sense of, I'm feeling kind of a sense of community here. Now, twos are some choices. Some choices, you can go this way, that way. But in this way, in this card, I am feeling a sense of community. So there could be a change happening or coming into place this week that brings about a better sense of home life, a better sense of security, and a better sense of even community. So two, also with the Two of Cups, if you look, there's the feminine and the masculine energies, and there's also the, there's almost like an exchanging of this. There's just a better sense of, like I said, there's a better sense of community. Again, too, I'm kind of watching this Hierophant because there's a couple of ways he could go. He could go, like I said, he could become a little bit more strict, or he can become a little bit less strict. Or again, I go back to what higher power was telling me, keep your eyes and your ears open, and, things actually will be, working out much better than you even think. One of these things would be possibly to turn off the news, turn off TV, and, and just worry and maybe even work on just creating a better life for yourself. Okay? So that's actually quite nice. This little Hierophant, that's, I always want to rebel against the Hierophant because the Hierophant is very structured, very traditional, and I like to rebel against it, but we'll see what happens, okay? Okay, so let us now, remember, eyes and ears open generally means mouth shut. Let's see what we have going on with the readings. Hello, my Pisces. How are you? Well, let's see what we have for this week. I think it's going to be an interesting week. Let's see what we have for you. Make sure you clear out your spaces, whatever that is. Make sure the spaces are cleared out. Anyway, let's go on. I don't know, usually that means to me, make sure my garage is clear. Or my closets, that could be also. But make sure, I'm getting something about your spaces and making sure that you've cleared your spaces out. Here we go. Okay, 3 cards face down. The last 2 are reversed. Strong stuff here. Let's see what we have. Here we go. First card. Ace of Michael. So Michael is air energy. It's Libra. It is Gemini. It is also Aquarius energy. It's thought process. It's hearing news. It is, thinking new thoughts. It's also strategizing. Aces are new beginnings, new starts. I don't know if this means a new beginning in your business, in your relationship, but you've got to, or maybe it's even a new way of thinking for you. You've got to, there's something about the old that has to be let go, and there's a new outlook, a new vibrancy, a new way of thinking, and a new way of going after something that you've been wanting. Okay? So it's kind of like a shift. There's a major shift happening. I feel like Libra full moon is bringing about a major shift in your outlook and what you're thinking and how you're thinking. Okay? So this week will probably be a really strong, just kind of like, no, we can't do it that way anymore. We have to do it this way. Anyway, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. Other people might be telling you, but that's how we always did it. And you're going to be like, no, we can't do that anymore. That's done. Next card, again reversed, the Queen of Michael. So Queen's underlying energy is water, your energy. So it's emotional. It's very committed energy. Michael, again, is this air energy. So not to say that the Queen is not emotionally connected, but the Queen, whether you be male or female, is thinking things at that higher level. The Queen is not going to allow emotions to run her business. Now whether you be male or female, the Queen is going to do things logically. The Queen is going to do things the way it needs to be done. It's not a thing of, there's always but it pulls at my heartstrings, but that doesn't always mean that's the best way. So again, there's a new way of thinking, there's a new way of looking at things, and there's this very objective energy that's going to be for you. It may not be comfortable for you, my Pisces, because you are emotional, but when you let that one little fish go, I don't know, is this, which fish is it? The one on top or on the bottom? But one of your fish can be very sharply and almost a little cruelly objective. You know, kind of like we're cutting through the garbage, what we don't need anymore. So maybe this is where the clear up the spaces is. It's kind of like, if I don't need this, it's out of here. Anyway, brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, humorous. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. Your last card here, the Page of Raphael. So even though we have a lot of this objectivity, a lot of this seeing things very clearly, there's this commitment. Now, Raphael is your energy. Also, it is Cancer and Scorpio, and again, fluid emotional. Pages, the underlying energy is Earth. So there is a tangible energy here. This could be about a work or your home. So the pages are also it's kind of excited. So whatever this is, there could be some changes in your work or in your home, and you're looking at it, kind of in that very clear-headed, very much, this is what we need to do this week. This is how we have to handle it. But yet, even though the Queen is kind of pushing down that emotional part of her, the Page is pulling that emotional part up and kind of saying, oh, come on, let's have some fun with this. Let's get involved with this. Let's enjoy this as we're going through. So it's really interesting here because you've got this dichotomy going on with the Queen and the Page between, the Queen is struggling with that emotional aspect, wants to do things by the book. The Page is kind of saying, yeah, but let's have a little fun with this also. But then you have the Ace, and the Ace of Michael is just kind of like, this is new stuff. We're going to do the things right. We're going to do it right. So kind of feel like the Queen wins out a little bit here. Anyway, this is gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted. A new emotional situation. Messages regarding relationship or social invitations. Great intuitive insights. So there's things that you're going to know to do instinctively, but you might also learn something about, again, that job or that home this week too. So let's go here. Interesting stuff here. It's really very, it's a little foreign to who you are, but it really isn't. That logical side, that objective side, people think maybe that you care too much, or that that you think too much and you just feel too much. But that objective side, like I said, it's almost a little bit on the cruel side how objective it is. It's kind of like, nope, got to get it done. Here we go. Let's see what we have. But I do feel with that Ace of Michael, I do feel, this is a change of thought. This is a change of it's a change from an older way. Anyway, let's see what we have with this card. The King of Earth. Now, the King's underlying energy is air, very intelligent. Earth energy is very practical. So that is our Taurus, our Virgo, our Capricorn. Again, something to do with your home or your money or your job, something to do with your security. But the King is very secure. Whatever is happening for the betterment of your security, and the decisions that you make will create a better place with your security. But the King is also knows what he's doing. Again, male or female, it doesn't matter. The King is at the top of the profession. The King knows how to make a buck. The King knows how to create things to make them better. Okay? So, the King of Earth is generous, professional, responsible, practical. A successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered. The Midas touch. So the King kind of reins in a little bit of the Queen of Michael and kind of says, is it practical you're putting so much of this intellectual energy. Is that always practical or not? So you've got a lot of different type of energies here. And you've got the water, you've got the earth, and you have the air energies. You don't have fire though. You don't have fire energy, so it's interesting with that. But there's practicality, there's emotional investment, and there's also objectivity. Now, let's see what we have, what crystal or energy would be helpful for my Pisces this week. But yeah, it's a new way of thinking. It's a new way of doing things. There's a lot of practicality here, but it's like I said, I don't even know, because I shouldn't say be careful on how objective you are, because sometimes we think things through emotionally, and the emotional viewpoint, while it can be very loving, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the most healthy. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you not to. Anyway, let's see what crystal or energy is there for my Pisces. This is reversed. Earth. Well, that would make sense too. So Earth, a lot of that has to do with your king of Earth here. Earth, and I don't know if you want to carry some Earth with you or how you want. Maybe put a plant next to you. How's that? Put a plant. Abundance, fertility, harvesting. So that harvesting is kind of like, all the things I've planted now have come up, and it's now time to harvest them. It's also about logic. So you have some interesting stuff here. Now, the only thing that you really have as a number is the 1, but otherwise you have the page, the queen, the king. You do not have a knight here. So things are falling into place. There's a lot of new, like I said, there's a lot of new thought processes here. There's a lot of new ways that you're going to be doing older business, but it's in a new way. Anyway, my Pisces, interesting stuff for you. And I hope you enjoy my readings. And if you do, please remember the button. Please like, share, subscribe, because it does help. It helps to support the channel, so thank you. As always, my Pisces, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.